Hello and welcome to the first episode of my channel. My name is Dandy Creeper and I'll be your host in this mod spotlight for thermal expansion. This mod was made by King Lemon and we're gonna jump right into the mod. As you can see here, I have a lovely bridge over a waterfall, and this is a Crescent Hammer. The Crescent Hammer is the most important tool in the entire thermal expansion mod because it allows you to pick up machines without even using. I already have one here. It's made with 3 iron and 1 silver. The next thing we're going to see are the machine parts that you'll require to build almost all of your machines. The first one is a pneumatic servo. It's made with 2 iron, 2 glass, 1 redstone, and that makes 1 pneumatic servo. The next one are the 2 gears that thermal expansion adds. The tin gear, which is made with 4 tin and 1 iron. Copper gear that's made with, of course, 4 copper and 1 iron. This is a note. All of this mod is also compatible with Industrialcraft and Buildcraft, so you can use their gears. So you can use their copper gears, their copper, anything. And now, one thing that this has that's very different are the redstone coils. There are 3 types. There are the most basic to a middle one, and then this is the most complicated one. This is a more higher. The first one is made with 1 gold and 2 redstone. It makes 1 redstone reception coil. The next one is the redstone transmission coil, which is made with 1 silver, 2 redstone, and that makes a redstone transmission coil, as you can see here. The next one is the redstone conductance coil. This is made with electrum. Electrum is a material that you make, here I am, using pulverized gold and pulverized silver. Pulverized silver you can make by using a furnace or using a pulverizer. And a pulverizer is made with 2 flint, just like a normal macerator, 2 copper, 1 redstone reception coil. This one is the one that uses gold, 1 piston, and 1 machine frame. A machine frame is very easy. It's what I have here. A machine frame is 1 gold, 4 iron, and 4 glass. The next thing we're going to see is the powered furnace. Now, the powered furnace is brick, so you need to go out and find clay. You can find it in rivers, blah 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 blah. Then 2 copper, 1 redstone reception coil, and 1 redstone. The next thing is a sawmill. Here I'm using a chest, and for all of these recipes you do not need an auto workbench. You can use just a normal workbench like the one I have over here. You can use this one to make all recipes. I'm just using these ones because they are much easier to keep the things inside of them. In here I have to use this one because for some reason the auto workbenches do not like being placed tools in them. So this is a sawmill. The sawmill is a tool. It's a machine that allows you to saw, just like a sawmill, like the name says. If you put your wood in them, it will give you 4 planks, just like. But you have a tiny. Every time you do, you'll get sawdust. That I'll show later what it is. And here we go. Here we have a nice little compact, let's say, setup for early starters, because this is very easy to do. As you can see back here, the pulverizer is a very easy machine, and also is a powered furnace compared with the other ones. And the power, you can power them with Stirling engines that won't explode, and you just need to put a lever, some coal in them. Very easy. They are all from Buildcraft. You can use and require all of these machines. All of the machines I'm going to show you require MJ power. One of the things that thermal expansion does that I just personally love is add redstone cells. I'll show what those are in a little bit. So, what I have here is a pulverizer. Let me take some iron. You have your ores, and just like in a macerator, if you put 1 ore in them, you will get oh god, sorry. Okay, let me just put another one in there. Sorry, I'll show that later. As you can see here, if you put 1 ore in them, you get true pulverized iron. Normal, just like in a normal macerator. But the good thing about these machines is that you have 3 tabs here. You have also the tutorial information. That's not useful. You have the 0.0 mg. This is an energy tab. It will show you how much power the machine wants, the maximum power it can get, and the maximum power it has in its internal buffer. I'm just going to turn the machines to keep them topped off. And the good thing about these machines is that you can change their configuration. So if you put this to orange, you'll see that the orange is on the right side. And what do I have on the right side? I have a powered furnace. And as you can see, the pulverized iron went to this slot, was smelted, and it was put into the chest because, as you can see there, I don't know if you can see, but the orange side is pointing at the chest. So these machines will eject to chests and other machines if they're adjacent to, and if the side is orange. So I can show you. You can just dump your ore in there. It will get macerated or pulverized, whatever you want to call it. And when it's done, it will be placed automatically inside the powered furnace, and by it's done, it will be placed inside to your chest. Now, I want to talk about the sawmill. The sawmill is a very useful tool for when you want to, let us say, get sawdust. Sawdust is a very useful thing. And you can see, when it macerates, I've placed this to be this side. No. As you can see, when the wood gets macerated or sawdust, it will be placed in the chest because this side is pointing at the chest, and the chest has been recognized as a placeable thing, so it will automatically send things over to it. But as you can see, it's producing something called sawdust. Sawdust you can use in a crafting table or whatever you want. You can use it to make compressed sawdust. You have a little bit more. What you can do with this? So if you make a compressed sawdust, you can then put it in the power furnace and get charcoal. It's very useful because if you are using Stirling engine and a sawmill, you can just put all your wood in here, and as you can see, every time you place one piece of wood in there, you'll get always one piece of sawdust. So from that, as you can see, you can make a lot of charcoal. There are some issues because, well, one wood makes 4 planks, so it's not a very good ratio, but if you have time and if you have an excess of wood, you can just do this. So the next 2 machines I'm going to show you are very, very useful for a survival play. It's called the igneous extruder and the glacial precipitator. Fancy word for a machine that literally makes snow, ice, and snowballs. Yeah, big shot. The igneous extruder, on the other hand, is more useful because it does not require power like the glacial precipitator, but it does require a constant supply of lava and water, as you can see over there. But it can make, from that, it can make lava. Sorry, it doesn't make lava. I was just kidding. If you want to make lava, you will have to use a more endgame machine that requires a lot of diamonds to make, so I'll show that later. An igneous extruder is used to make, using lava and water, it can make cobblestone, which isn't very useful, but it can also make stone, smooth stone, which is not also very not useful, but the third thing it can make is very useful. Did you guess it? It's obsidian. It's very useful because, well, maybe you guessed it from, well, what happened when you mix your water in with lava. Minecraft logic! Obsidian! Yay! And I'll be showing you the NUI. But first, this is the recipe. 2 tin, 1 pneumatic servo, which I showed you how to do over there. Over here is just iron and glass and redstone. 1 pneumatic servo, tin, glass, piston, and a machine frame. Machine frames are very easy as well. See, it's just gold, iron, and that. Here's snow. Snow is made from snowball, but that's very easy. 2 copper, 1 redstone reception coil, which is the one with gold, and a piston. And so I'm going to show you the little setup I have here. So, as you can see, this is a glacial precipitator, and I didn't show this before because I wanted to show this here. You have the redstone control. The redstone control is a very useful thing for when you want to manually activate or deactivate your machines. As you can see here, you have this one. This, when you click this, sorry, turn that off. When you click this one, it will control status disable, signal ignored. So every time, even if you put the redstone signal next to it, it will ignore it. This ignores it. This one will also continue to work unless if you give him a redstone signal. And this one is the best one of all. It just means you can put a lever next to it and you can activate it or deactivate it. It's very, very useful. But the good thing about this is that you can make ice, and without a silk touch pickaxe it's very hard to make glass. The only thing you need is that you need a constant supply of water. Oh, by the way, these are portable tanks. The good thing about portable tanks is that you can just pick them up, take them around with you, blah 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 blah, go over here, and they'll continue to have the water. Very useful. Very, very useful. Very useful when you want to move your oil. This is also compatible with those mods. Trust me. Now, to craft the portable tanks, it's a little bit more difficult because this you need 1 tin for every 4 hardened glass, and hardened glass is 1 lead and 2 pulverized. 2 pulverized. Sorry, that was my. That was my brother. He's playing as well. Please something. I don't know. We're not in the same room. And so moving on. Sorry. If you place one lead in an induction furnace with 2 pulverized what? Obsidian. I know you could macerate obsidian, being it so powerful. But remember, if you have industrial craft installed, it will work with the macerated obsidian, which does obsidian dust, if I'm not mistaken, and this will give you hardened glass. I know you must be thinking, oh, but how do I do an induction smelter? We'll be getting onto that later. Actually, no, we're going to do that now. An induction smelter is a little bit more tough because you need Invar ingots. Invar is made from Invar blend, which in its turn is made from 2 iron dust and 1 pulverized ferrous metal. Now, Invar, as you can see here, 2 iron. But to make ferrous, you can find it naturally in the world, but it's not very useful. It's not very common for you to find ferrous out in the world. Or when you pulverize iron dust or iron into dust, you have a 10% chance of getting pulverized ferrous metal. And that's important because believe me, you'll need a lot of ferrous metal in the future. So I guess you want to set up some quarries or mining turtles, something that will give you a lot of materials, because these are going to be very useful. Now, the next machine, you might be wondering, hey, but where is the water coming? I'm seeing all these tubes and piping. Where is this coming from? It's coming from these machines over here. These machines are called aqueous accumulators. Aqueous accumulators do not need power, and they literally, if you put water blocks next to them, they will produce water. Even if they are just in the open with no water near them, they will suck the humidity in the air. It depends. If you're in the desert, you won't have that much humidity. Probably you won't have even not a little bit of water. If you're in the, let me say, jungle, you'll get like loads of water. If you're in the meadows, half. Or if I just put them here in my pool, just take a dip. Oh, and these tubes that you might see here are very good. Very, very, very good. See? These tubes are called liquid duct. And see? Oh, we just placed it and it didn't connect. What the hell? To connect, you just need to press. You just need to press this. Sorry. When these tubes occur, there's a very easy way of doing this. Just like that. These tubes are very useful because you can see what I have here. If this was normal, I will just place that and that will connect, right? No. If I do this, see, the lava connects. This tube is very useful because, as you know, Buildcraft tubes connect. Even if they're carrying lava, they don't differentiate. They're tubes, they connect. Unless you're using stone and cobblestone transport pipes or liquid pipes, they will connect if they're the same material. And these are very, very good because you can choose if they have output, if they're inputting or outputting, like I'm doing here. They are outputting, see the arrow pointing up, going there. Now, how to make liquid duct. Liquid duct is made with hardened glass that I showed you how to make. It's just 1 lead, 2 obsidian, dust, pulverized, and copper ingots. This makes 4 liquid duct. And that's it. That's it. And now let's go over to tesseracts. Tesseracts are an item, a very special item, and there's nothing like it before I let it in the game. It's an item that allows you to teleport energy, liquids, and items throughout the game. I wouldn't advise to using too many of these because there's been some reports of lag and corruption if you use too many of these. Accordingly, if you're using them to transfer many items from one place to another, I wouldn't advise like having a servant and like having a lot of people use them at the same time, because first of all, as you can see here, they have frequencies, and you can go about, I think, 99999. Yes, you can only have 999 frequencies. To make these, I'm using the items to demonstrate something. As you can see here, I have this stone, this cobblestone, and this oak wood, and I want them to be transferred to this chest that's empty, and imagine it on the other side of the planet, let's say. I'll just put up a redstone engine, I'll just place this, and I'll create a frequency, let's say frequency 1, and I'll name it test 1, and I'll put set frequency. The configuration, you can put it to public access, owner only, send receive only. I'll put send only, owner only, test 1, and do it. And this one is set to test 1, receive only, owner only. And as you can see, oh, the stone is going over there. One thing, see, as you can see in the pipes, the things are coming from one side to the other. You can eliminate, but you need to pump things into the Tesseract. You do need the redstone engine and pipes. But to pump things out, you can just put a chest near it. As you can, I'll just demonstrate. You just do this, and the thing should be going, yes, they are going into the chest, not out or spewing everywhere. This is a very good way of maintaining your quarries, but just remember what I said, don't use them a lot in servers. And I'm going to show you how they are making. So, to make an item Tesseract, you need 2 silver, 3 tin, and a pneumatic servo. That's not too hard, is it? But you also need an untamed Tesseract, and that's made with a liquid transposer. This is molten ender pearls, molten ender or resonant ender is made when you put ender pearls in a magma crucible. I'll show you what that is later. But once you have this, I'll show you how to do that. You also need a diamond to make these frames, which is a lot. It's just tin and a diamond. It's basically the same thing for all, just this one is lead and electrum to make the energy one, and this one is just silver, copper, and tin, and it's pretty much, they're all made the same way, only the metals around them change. I also shown you, I don't know if I've shown you, but here are the steam engines. Thermal expansion adds 2 engines to the equation, let's say. It adds the steam engine, who uses on steam. It uses the copper gears I showed you before. It uses the transmission coil, which uses silver, and 3 copper and a piston. This is the same thing, only uses invar, and it's much better because it's the same ones that I have here. These are magmatic engines connected to the transport. I'm almost drunk today. The portable tanks, and as you can see, I have some liquid duct, and I just press this to activate some. Deactivate it. Oh, and yes, you're wondering, to pump things out of these chests, you do need to set this onto output mode, and you need to have a lever near to it, so you can just put something like this, and if you pump lava into it, you see that this gets full, and just start generating power through this red thing. You might be wondering, what's that thing? That thing. Oh, this thing over here is this energy conduit. It's empty because it's made with this. It's electrum and a hardened glass. Just like the liquid ducts, a glass instead of copper, it's electrum. And you make 4 of these. Only problem is that you need to take these and take them to these machines. I showed you how to make hardened glass in the induction smelter, and now I'm going to show you the liquid transposer and the magma crucible. The magma crucible is made of nether brick, and you might be thinking, nether brick? I'm gonna have to go and find me a nether fortress? No, it's with the new version of Minecraft, you can just smelt netherrack into and make it very easy. This one is also very easy. It's just some glass, bucket, all of this, very easy, and you get this set. I've made this so every time you smelt something, it goes into this repository. I'll show you how this works. You place some redstone or molten ender in here, and it will start. As you can see, one thing that I didn't mention: the more power it has, the quicker it will go. So see, I'm using these two redstone energy cells that I'm going to show you how to make later. I'll just give you a quick explanation. These hold over 600,000 MJ, which is a lot, and you can control the input and the output. It's very good if you want to buffer things. So if you don't want to blow up a quarry or to control your quarry speed. As you can see, if you say, wait, where did that redstone went to? Because this is set to orange, the tank, it will go to the next machine next to it, and this is a liquid transposer. You just place your energy redstone cells, and as you can see, they're getting filled up with molten redstone, or it's called either molten redstone or unstable or unreliable redstone. I don't really know the names. It's a little bit weird. So now that I've shown you how to make these conduits, which are very useful, I'm going to show you how to make these. Oh, and I'm also going to show you how to make those. I don't know how to get doubts. How to make these, the untamed Tesseract. So I'll just take frame. As you can see, to make these you need some tin, some diamonds, and hardened glass. You pick this up, you go into your magma crucible, you place some ender pearls. They should go ahead and remember, different materials. You can also use the magma crucible to do cobblestone, stone, obsidian, and I think another's, and to turn them into lava. So you can use your extra cobblestone from a quarry to make it to lava to power your geothermal generators, which is very useful. As you can see, it's filling up. Very good stuff. Now I'm gonna get some. Before I show you how to make these Tesseracts, I'm gonna show you how to make a redstone energy cell, which, in my opinion, is gonna be easier because I just need to get. Sorry, I just got a little bit distracted. I'll just edit this out. Just edit this entire part out. Okay, I'm gonna edit that part out. Now that I think of it, I can just cut this part out. Because I need an energy frame and I'm not to get it on screen, or else you all look dumb. So, oh god, what is it? Energy cell. There we go. So I'm back. And I've got myself with me a redstone energy frame. This is made, as I can show you here, the frame. This is made with electrum, a diamond. You will be using a lot of diamonds, but believe me, if you're using this as I am FTB Unleashed, so if you're going to be using this with a lot of other mods, it kind of pays off to use these because you can find just lots of them. Now, to make this over here, you need to go over to your liquid transposer and do the same thing we do to create the redstone energy conduits, and just place this in here. It should, see, it's gonna do that. Very, very nice. And we're back. No, we're not back. We need an energy frame. back. This is finished, and when it runs out, it will fill up with the next liquid in line, which is the molten enden. And I have my energy cell frame, which is full. As you can see, energy cell full. You'll take this back to your workbench with some lead, some electrum, and a redstone conductance coil, which is an electrum. Put in here, and there you go. A redstone energy cell for free. I'll just plop this here. Doesn't connect to anything. Just charging. Charge. I'll just let this on. Generate some power. And so this is a liquid transposer in a nutshell. And now I'm going to show you how to make the tesseracts. Here you go. I'll just cut this out until this is ready, so you don't need to see with me waiting for this. Or maybe I will. In the meantime, I'll show you how to make the aqueous accumulators. The machines I showed you earlier, I didn't show you the recipe, sorry. Is these ones, the ones that accumulate, sorry, that accumulates the water in the atmosphere. These are the tin. I wonder, maybe I can build this one in real life to take the humidity of my room. Maybe. 2 tin, 2 glass. This is very easy machine. I don't know why they put it in the advanced machine lines, but I only had 3, 4. So the aqueous accumulator is very easy, just that. And this should be full. Yes, it is. You'll pick up this. Sorry. You'll pick up your untamed, you'll pop in there, and you'll have an item Tesseract. Whatever you want in the world. You might go all the way to your world, to your cascata. Just place it here, hidden, so nobody can get to your item Tesseract, and you just set like 1. Wait a minute. Wait. Item 1. Oh, sorry if I went a little bit quiet. I was just looking at something. One thing that you should notice, look, I put the 1, but you can also like try to steal your friends' ones, unless they put to owner only. If they put to public access, you can just go ahead and just 1 public access. If there's 1, just public. Have 1, save and put it on. And you can have another one that's for public, so you can just give some to the public, whatever you want. And I think that wraps it up. I think that has been all of this. Yeah, the engine working, portable tanks, making power. The steam engines, the machines, and one thing that I did not show you is the multimeter. You might be thinking, so you show us the crescent diamond. This is also one of the most important tools you should get if you are playing with thermal expansion. This will allow you to measure. This will allow you to measure the network saturation. Don't ask me what that is, because it's a little bit confusing to know. The energy that the machine requires. And the average that distribution of your energy when I'm going to show it. It's easier to show than to just speak. If you press this, energy requested, it's requesting is 100, because as you can see here, if I turn this down to 65, it requires 65. So when the engines are pumping, they will distribute energy equally for all of these 5. I see here. The network saturation is 0, 0, 0, and 0. 1, 3, 4, ticks. That. You can also use this to see how many millibuckets are in your liquid duct. So if you're gonna break one, be warned. You can just see, oh, I'm gonna lose 3,000 millibuckets. Oh, that's good. I just didn't lose it. And there you go. Remember, the portable tanks. The portable tanks don't lose what they have inside, but these ones will. like this, so they have lava. These ones will lose their interiors, so be warned. And so this machine requesting 0, and this machine requesting 0 and 0. But now, because they're not being used, they have these Teslarax, but they do not have anything to do. This is a very intelligent. It's very intelligent because they don't have anything to do. They do not need it. One other thing that I forgot to say is that steam engines, if you leave them on for too long, they will blow up your world. So I'm warning you, don't use steam engines. Steam. I'm recording this at 1 in the. I'm recording this at 1 a.m. So it's for the first video. I shouldn't be recording this, but heck, I love you guys. You invisible, you invisible, non-existing guy. I should really go to the doctor. I probably get mad. I don't know. See you next time. Stay tuned because I'm already working on a mod for logistics pipes that I can show you because I'm going to use it on this world. Logistics pipes, as you can see here, I'm going to be reviewing these little things. These are very, very, very cool. Believe me, you'll be wanting to stay around for this. I didn't tell you, but imagine if I were to put this thing here, you'll see that it requires 40, because that's the amount of power that it needs to pulverize this iron. And I think, sorry, this is for next review, not today. If you want to see the if you want to see logistics pipes, my logistics pipes review, stay tuned. Please subscribe. I don't want to sound desperate, but subscribe, please. If you like the video, don't forget to leave a rating. I didn't know these form cubes. Oh, nice. Just put this over to my. You know, just destroy my world. The view is done, so I can just destroy everything. I'm really gonna nuke this place. Oh, that's actually very good to see. So, if you want to see my, I said this already, I'm gonna repeat myself, I know. If you want to see my logistics pipes, the reloaded type, because they just now updated it. If you want to see my review of that, stay tuned on my channel, Dandy Creeper. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave a comment, favorite, share it to your friends if they want to know more about thermal expansion, and like, please. I don't want to sound desperate, but now an Easter egg. If this is a treat for whoever subscribes to this video, this is for you. This is a treat. I know it's quiet, but this is a treat for whoever subscribes to my channel. I've been Dandy Creeper, and this has been my mod review of my mod spotlight. Whatever you want to call. Oh, I ruined my outro. My mod spotlight for thermal expansion. Thank you, everybody. See you next time.